Welcome guys to another Card Magic 365 beginners simple easy card trick. This is all about visualization, and you say to your audience that you're going to use this piece of paper or card as your visualizer. All will become apparent in just a moment. You've got a pen and that's going to contain your visualization. You say to them, I've got a small envelope here, and you hand this out to several people to examine. And the reason you want them to examine it is to make sure that this is a fully opaque, solid envelope. In other words, by looking, they cannot see anything that's inside. They can feel it, but they can't see anything inside. They've got no idea what is in this envelope, and everyone can examine that under a bright light. This is a solid opaque envelope. You take it back and you say, well, let me show you what's inside. I have a few cards, but they're not regular cards. The envelope can be examined, by the way. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. Now let me just show you these. These have symbols such as a wavy line, or a circle, a square, a star and a cross. Symbols that are used in experiments of the mind, and you can get someone to cut these cards as much as they like. Now we don't have many cards, but the cards are going to be given to a spectator, who you then ask to do the following. You're going to turn your back. They're going to pick up the cards and make their mind a blank, and then start to silently move cards from the top to the bottom, like this, from the top to the bottom. And when they get some sort of urge, you want them to stop. When they stop, you ask them, remove the top card, have a little peek at it, but don't let anyone else see it. So you let them see the symbol. You then ask them to put that in their pocket, hidden out of sight. You turn around and you say, push the remaining cards in the envelope. I do not want to see what's remaining in there. Okay, so you put that down. You then say to them, in your pocket is one card. It has a symbol. I want you to picture that in your mind. I'm going to pick up a visualization. Yeah, I'm picking up a vibe. My visual that I see. Your symbol contains a line. Am I correct? Yes, I am. But not just one. You see, I kind of see this shape like that. But wait, the visualization is coming to me. I see another shape. I see this shape here. For the first time, show the card in your pocket to everyone in the audience, and there is my perfect visualization. Here is the revelation, the secret, the tutorial for this very simple beginner's card trick. Now, the principle behind this has been used throughout Magic for many, many years. I've got books going back to 1923 that used the same principle, and it's been used ever since. First of all, you do need some cards. You can make up your own cards if you want. Use just a blank piece of card and you can write symbols on there. So if you do not own a packet of ESP cards, then make some up. Okay, just get some card and also an envelope. Now this is the important thing. I made this. I went to my local office supplies shop and picked up some paper. Now this is the important thing. The paper has to match the colour of one of the symbols. In this case, the circle. Note the colour of this yellow. I picked up a piece of paper that's almost, not exactly, but almost the same. Try and pick a light colour, not black card or something like that. You get this, it can be slightly thicker paper, okay. And this is how the secret works. If I was to put this card in here with the symbol showing, you can shine the brightest light or torch on this, you will not see anything whatsoever because the colour mixes in with the colour of the envelope. Okay? So you can hand this around and people can't see a single thing. However, watch what happens if I choose one of these other symbols and put that in. I don't know if the camera can pick that up, but can you see it's almost like tracing paper. I can see exactly what that symbol is. And that goes the same for all the other cards as well. I can see through the envelope. So in other words, you lied. You told them a magician's fib. You said it was opaque. It's not. It's actually see-through. All I did was buy this colour paper to match this yellow and then folded it up and glued it and made a small envelope. Okay, you might even be able to buy coloured envelopes already made up. If you need to make your own cards, then just get some card and some coloured felt tips, and you can even write a name, a word or a number, 4, 5, in different colours like these. And then one of the colours you want it to match the colour of your envelope. Okay, that's it. It's a great effect and it's used in magic a lot. So how did the effect work? Well, because I'm using these symbol cards, I laid them out in a classic ESP stack. Star, square, wavy line, cross and circle. That's the order. Why? For those new to magic, you may not be familiar with this, but we treat this as the number sequence. A circle represents 1. Why? Because it's just got one line. The cross is a 2 because it's got 2 lines. The wavy line is 3 because it's got 3 lines, and the square has got 4 lines, which is the 4, and the 5 pointed star. Okay, I stacked these up in that order with my yellow card on the face. I pushed these in to the envelope with that symbol shown here. I can now hand these around to the audience. They can look at it. They cannot see a single thing. Okay, it's invisible. They believe that to be opaque, solid. You tip the cards out and you reverse their order, because if I turn this over, someone may, I don't think they would, but someone may kind of question yellow and yellow. And I just say I've got 5 cards and I reverse their order. Show them. With them reversed, I can cut the cards as much as I like. It doesn't disturb the order. But this is the clever thing now, is that you get the spectator, if you don't want to turn your back, then get them to do it behind their back or under the table. Yeah. You get them to take cards one at a time from the top to the bottom. And then at any time they stop. Now let's say they stopped here and dealt that off on there. Now sometimes on the routine I will ask them to look at that, sometimes I'll ask them just to hold it in their hand and pick up the vibrations. I suppose that could be quite a good routine, rather than them look at it. But if we, in fact we won't look at it, we'll leave it there. You then ask them to push these, and you can turn round and open the envelope and say, look, I don't want to see the cards, square them up and push them straight in and close the flap. Now because they've already examined this, they know it's opaque. What you do is that you momentarily just glimpse the symbol here. As you go like this, just glimpse this. You need a split second to see this. Now I've got the star here. I know that the next symbol after the star is the circle. Yeah, remember the order that they go in. So this is the last one, the star, so it goes back to the beginning of the circle. This card here I know is the circle. There it is there. That's how you know what they've got in their pocket or what they're holding. Let me show you that again. If I put this on there, so they deal the cards down, and then when they stop, they put a card down, they put the cards in the envelope without even looking. If I glance here, I can see it's a wavy line. Yeah, so I just glanced that and put it away. You don't need that anymore. I know that if that's the wavy line, which is the 3, this must be the square, the 4. So there it is there. So when you have something like this, you then start to draw it, and you can tease them a little bit, have a little bit of fun with them. If they haven't looked at the symbol and they're holding it, then you can say, I want you to pick up the vibrations. You haven't seen it, I haven't seen it, nobody here knows what you've chosen, but just pick up the vibrations through your hand and send them to me and I'll visualize it. Now we know it's a square, so you start to draw it and you say, you know, I think it's this shape, and you can draw the shape. The reason I like to give them to look at it is I like to tease them. If they know that their symbol is the square, then you can kind of say, let's get rid of that. You can say, I'm picking up a vibe. You've definitely got a line on there. And they laugh and say yes. You then say, actually, you've got 2 lines. Again, they might think you're going to draw the 3 lines. And then finally, you draw these to say, I'm picking up a visualization of the square, which matches that. Play the ending how you see fit, what suits your style best on there. You know, I have seen a magician that once had a piece of paper, and rather than draw it, he actually tore out the symbol. Yeah, if it was a wavy line, he would tear 3 of these. And it was very dramatic. It kind of added to the effect, the 3 wavy lines. I've also seen where they tear out a square like that. I've even seen them fold them into the shape that they want. But you decide what you think is the best revelation. I hope you enjoy that. This is worth making up because, as I said, you could have the cards made up yourself and just colour these with numbers or words as well as shapes to see through here. Have a go yourself. It's a great little trick on there. Simple but effective. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, the notification bell,